Hi, it's Megan. I am late to the party. I recently discovered the Wet n Wild bronzers, and these are like $3, $4 depending on where you get them. I paid $4 the first time I got them, and then I got the new limited edition ones and I paid $3. But I love these. I think they are amazing for not only value, like the size, how much bronzer you get, but also how great the colors are. And obviously some colors I like better than others, but I did a video and I'll put a link in the description to the 3 that are in the regular collection. But I'm doing a whole series of drugstore products because I wandered into 2 drugstores that are close to me but not really next to me that had all these new or limited edition products, and I was so excited I figured I would try doing some videos on them. So I have the new Wet n Wild Coloricon, the 3 new for summer limited edition bronzers. So first is Hold Me Close, and I have outdoor swatches, and then I also can compare them with, since I just did this with the video, with the regular collection. So you get the bronzer, in this case it's a highlighter, with the blush. And the blush seems to go all the way down. Obviously I haven't had these long enough and haven't worn them down to the pan, but the blush seems to not be an overlay, but seems to be throughout the whole product. And with this, I've used 2 brushes. I've used a brush like this where you can just pat it and get enough of the bronzer or the highlighter to get just the bronzer or the highlighter, or you can also, if you obviously want, mix it with the blush, and then if you use a regular blush brush, you can just get the blush really without the other colors, or you can again mix it. So because these are big enough, you can do both at the same time, or you can do either, which is really amazing. So Hold Me Close. This one's really light. When I compared it to the regular of the line, that one came across, when I swatched it, so much darker, which amazed me because they look the same almost in the pan, but on they're completely different. Much more sheer. This one right here, it's like a peach gold. It's a super sheer formula, and it has almost a soft, again, a soft shimmer. You can't see it. You'll see it better on the outdoor swatch, but this is not going to show up that much on camera because it's so close to my natural skin tone. It's just, I mean, I can barely see it in real life, and it's a warmer toned color than the full regular collection. The blush is like a vibrant pink with almost a purple undertone. It's very deep and it's warmer than you would think. The blushes I thought were a little patchy on these, honestly. So it's right there. Whereas I thought the bronzers, or highlighter in this case, were just this amazingly smooth formula, which again, these are $3 or $4. On these limited edition I paid $3, and they are just so high quality, and it seems like the more you blend them, the more natural they look. Really impressive. So let's now try to really, I don't want to have long videos, but this is the regular collection. Let's compare the 2 colors. So you can see there's a little difference. This is a lot warmer, but it's also a lot sheerer, and I think less shimmery. So to compare, right here, it's going to be harder with this. I have 1 swatch of that, and I've got 2 swatches of that. And it's right there. You can barely see it. So you can see the difference. So that's the first one. I love this color. It's on my eyelids right here as an eyeshadow, and then I also used it as a highlighter. I have nothing bad to say about this at all. These are the most amazing products for $3 in the world. And for a color like this, you can obviously use the blush as blush. You can pat it here to highlight, put it here, and it doesn't, because they have the softer shimmer, you don't use it as much. Well, you can use it for shading actually. You don't use it as much for shading as you would a fully matte product, but you also don't get kind of that artificial glisten, which I like used judiciously, but I can't use every day or as much. Okay, so the next one, let's see, I lost mine. The next one is Dusk Until Dawn. And so here's one complaint. On the regular ones, you have the color printed right there. On these, you don't. I actually took the stickers off, and then I realized once I took the stickers off, I had no color anymore on them. So this is Dusk Until Dawn. Looks like this. And I would say, compared to the regular collection, these are a little bit browner, and they're like a richer brown, almost a warmer brown than the regular collection. So this is the next shade, And let's do you can just see how warm and brown it is. And they're also a little bit more sheer. So that's the bronzer. And then right here is the blush. And the blush almost has a kind of bright look to it, but on it looks really natural. So it's like a golden pink right here, and then the bronzer is a golden brown peach. And to compare it with kind of the comparable, and I don't really think these are comparable. Now I'm just basically going light, medium, dark, because I think these shades are totally different. These are the most different of the bunch. So if you compare it with the next shade, which is Ticket to Brazil, it's so much more orange and shimmery and bronzy and whatever. This is just a much warmer, richer brown, which for bronzers I like better personally. So as much as I love the regular ones, I actually like these limited edition ones better. I wonder if I should go back and get more. They're so big though, right? The next one is Everything Under the Sun. It looks like this. It looks really dark, but when you swatch it, again, these are just really subtle. My wrist is still a little wet, so it's swatching weird. It's not the bronzer, it's my wrist because I still haven't dried off from the... So here we have the blush and the bronzer. I've got to twist it. The blush and the bronzer. And this was a soft peachy pink. It's very vibrant, and this of the colors is the most orange. So if you have an aversion to orange, I have a warm undertone, so I can get away with a little orange, not too much. And this one almost has a metallic matte finish, if that makes sense. I'm learning new kinds of finishes as brands get more creative. It's almost matte, but then if it has any sheen at all, it's more that metallic, which is kind of like a flat shimmer as opposed to kind of bits of glisten stuff in it. So those are them. They last on me about 8+ hours. I have the last one, Everything Under the Sun. I have a blush on, and then I mixed in a little bit of the bronzer, and then I just did it in a little 3 shape. And I have nothing negative to say about these. I think they are, given the price point, almost not as high quality as like the best bronzers out there, but they really give them a run for their money. So not everyone's going to agree with me, but of the drugstore products I've tried, and I've been pretty harsh on some, I just love these blushes. And I loved the regular collection. These limited edition for summer 2014, just blow those out of the water. So I almost feel like I should redo that earlier video and say these are really good, but Wet n Wild has better. That's it. If you have these or suggestions or thoughts, please let me know. Like I said, the blushes were a little pouchier than the bronzers, so it's not a perfect product. It's just a really, really good product, especially given it's $3. Please subscribe on YouTube. And then on YouTube, I also have a novel that I'm putting on chapter by chapter called Masks, which is about makeup and the masks we wear, and I'll put a link to that.